Hey everybody, Tricia Brouk here, founder of the Big Talk Academy, award-winning director and author. I am so excited for this next series of the Big Talk on my YouTube channel. We have 17 speakers who spoke at the Big Talk Academy's virtual showcase, and each one of them is unique. Each one of them is incredible. They all bring a very special idea to the table, and they all deliver in a very powerful and unique way. I am super excited for you to be introduced to each speaker from the Big Talk Academy's January 7th virtual showcase. Enjoy. Gina Jenkins is a wife, a mother of three, a yoga instructor, speaker, and transformational coach. She owns both Yada Yoga, and she incorporates where she offers different packages for people seeking support in various ways. Her message is that deep healing and restored relationships are available to all, even the narcissist. Please welcome Gina Jenkins, Transforming Narcissism, a Total Brain Rewire.
People say narcissists never change, or once a narcissist, always a narcissist. So what is a narcissist? It is someone who has not received unconditional love as an innocent child, or who does not possess a core belief of their inherent self-value and worth, and therefore understands love comes externally by winning, so engages relentlessly in infantile behavior. So often we hear, avoid the narcissist. They are inherent master manipulators. You cannot be in relationship with them. For that person that has one as a parent, a child, a sibling, a spouse, it makes it even more difficult. How do you avoid them altogether? Does this mean then that there is no hope for the narcissist or those in relationship with them to varying degrees? I'm here to propose to you that there is hope, that with intent, even a narcissist can rewire the brain and experience transformation and healthy, joyful relationships. I say with intent because we all know a person has to want to change, has to be willing to do what is required to heal and grow the brain. But for that person that is willing, anyone, even a narcissist, can take a simple step toward life-changing results. How can I say any of this to you today? I am a transformed narcissist. I am that person who did not receive unconditional love as an innocent child, and who did not possess a core belief of my inherent self-worth and value, and so constantly sought to feel special and favored at the expense of others, in particular, my husband. It wasn't until my marriage was falling apart after 9 years and my husband was threatening to leave me that I began to examine my behaviors and my emotions seriously. I started the study of brain science and began to learn the emotional maturation process that takes place in the brain starting at birth. What I learned is that the right prefrontal cortex first lights up when a mother greets her newborn baby with joy on her face. The brain is designed to seek joy through eyes and facial expressions, through being with people that are glad to be with us. Joy, unlike happiness, is relational and feels like someone is happy to be with me. It's that feeling you might get at the end of a long day when you're greeted by your loved one with a smile on their face and a twinkle in their eye. That's joy. The brain is wired to seek connection with another person, and the brain looks specifically to the face for that connection. This is where that first sense of self begins. Notice the first sense of self begins with another. We call this group identity, which is as important and powerful as our individual identity. Group identity is a crucial factor in the growth and maturity of one's character. Who our people are or tribe is and how they act and behave will often determine what our own life looks like. We experience our first group identity with our nuclear family, then with friends or special interest groups, later on in the workplace and elsewhere. Groups that regularly practice sharing joy and relating as a healthy family will have members with healthy brains that lead to healthy relationships. We are creatures of joy, so the baby that does not find joy on its mother's face will be full of fear. If they attach to a parent who is angry or afraid, they learn to watch for threats. If they do not find joyful eyes watching them, they will not attach securely. Or if no one is there at all, they learn to monitor the world for anything that could make them feel bad. Babies need someone who will pay attention to them, someone who will help them feel joy, or they will fail to thrive. Too little joy leads to overwhelm and a lack of capacity to recover from emotional upset in a timely way. Although it's not apparent when they're children, as they develop into adults, it does become apparent they have weaker personalities. And without vigorous attempts at building joy, they will have underdeveloped brains. Weakness in that right prefrontal cortex has been found in conditions such as anxiety, depression, eating disorders, attention deficit disorders, and can lead to narcissistic, histrionic, obsessive compulsive, and borderline personality disorders. People with these conditions suffer an inability to maintain consistent joy. As I learned all this, I saw my brain was underdeveloped. I lacked capacity to process emotional upset in a timely way. Because I had not found joyful eyes watching me, I had not attached securely, and I suffered that inability to maintain consistent joy. When first confronted with the reality that I had been stuck in infantile behavior, I was shocked, to say the least. I wanted to deny that I had engaged in a narcissistic way in my marriage. The shame was intense. I found a group of people to meet with weekly called the Journey Group. I began to practice sharing joy and other relational skills with them. As my overactive amygdala healed and my right prefrontal cortex grew, I was able to take full responsibility for my actions and begin to make the necessary changes to save my marriage and repair relationship around me. The changes were not overnight. My husband did separate from me for 8 months to find his own healing. And I consistently showed up to Journey Group week after week to practice the new skills I was learning. I'm proud to say that we were reunited and our marriage is restored today. And this is because that inability to maintain consistent joy is neither permanent nor irrevocable. The right prefrontal cortex can forever grow and change as it has embryonic qualities. For that person that finds herself easily overwhelmed, stuck in emotional upset, unable to maintain that consistent joy, finding a group of people with which to practice sharing joy and relating as a healthy family can be a simple step toward amazing, tremendous change. There is hope.
Thank you so much for tuning in to the Big Talk Academy's virtual showcase supporting these incredible speakers. If you have the desire to speak on my virtual stage, go to thebigtalkacademy.com for more information. This is a 12-week certification speaker training program that is going to give you everything that you need to have the global impact you desire. And if you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, hit that notification bell so that you get access to all of our latest episodes. I love having you here, and I always respond to the comments. Big love.